I've been in the office a lot today, so I thought it was a good day to go out and take the Axion 960 for a spin. This thing has 445 horsepower at the engine. We dynoed it. It has over 400 horsepower at the PTO. And I'm excited to drive it and see how it feels down the road. This tractor has suspension. It goes 30 miles an hour, probably plus. And I'm just going to walk you through some of the features as I go. Come along, enjoy the ride. A little bit of tractor therapy. So I'm going to go over briefly, just like a few things, main hitting points on how to drive this tractor, and a couple cool things about the screen and how it works. Let me show you how. So if you ever get in one of these tractors and want to move it, there's two ways. The first way being you can move it forward and reverse with this directional lever, which is now in park, or you can move it with this handle, holding that button and going forward or reverse. Just so you know, it is in park, and the only way to get it out of park is using this lever to go to neutral. I like to use this to go forward and reverse. So in order to use this, you have to have this lever in neutral. And now to go forward and reverse, push that button, and it will indicate that we are going to go forward. I'll let off the clutch. We're in third gear. I'll go to the gears in a second. It is a CVT, but there are gears involved, or speed selection settings, so to speak. But yeah, we just press the pedal right now because we are in auto mode. So we just press the pedal, and that's what auto does, is it lets you press the pedal to indicate how you're going to control the transmission, and it's with your foot. So, and as I indicated before, there are 3 modes indicated inside that tractor, and we're in mode 3, which is indicated right here. So the big mode, right where we are in right now, whoops, I pressed a button. It is touchscreen, by the way, so I'm trying not to press anything. So the mode we are in is the top one right there. So it is mode 3. In that top mode, its top speed is 32 miles an hour. Mode 2, the top speed is set at 12 miles an hour. In mode 1 is the bottom one, it's set at 5. So if you want to change the mode, you might ask, all you do is press this button to go down a mode and this button to go up a mode. I'm going to press one and you're going to see how the screen goes. I'm going to press the down button, which is that button. I'm going to press it right now. And now we are in mode 2, which will indicate right in the little tractor aerial icon there. And so now our top speed is 12. If you want to go down another mode, you press the same button, and now we are down to mode 1. So you might say, well, I want to go more than 5 miles an hour in mode 1. It's totally customizable. All you got to do is press it. And I call it 1, 2, and 3, but they call it fast, medium, and slow range. So if you want to set your top speed in slow range, your top speed was set at 9. And you check it, and now we change it to 7 miles an hour top speed. This is top speed in medium range. Say we want to go a little faster, but you don't want to touch the dial, you can just touch the plus arrows. And we want to go 15 in medium range. Very easy to operate. I would say it's the easiest settings change to do in any tractor I've driven because the intuitiveness of the touchscreen. Anyways, that's how you change the settings on the ranges. Like anything else on this screen, if you want to touch it to adjust something, you definitely can. Like if you want to go to hydraulics, you can select so set rear external hydraulic button. So what that means is set what hydraulic function you want to control on the fender button when you're outside of the tractor. Real cool. You just touch it. So here you can just touch the tractor, you can just touch that icon right there, and you can set your engine speed memo settings. Really just where you want your setting to be on your engine 1 button and engine 2 button, which are your memory RPMs right here. You just change them right there. All you have to do to change them is touch them, dial it in like I did on the speeds, like so, out of that. Anything on the screen is touchable. So to get to something is really easy. You don't have to use a scroll wheel. But if you don't like to touch your screens, some of you are like that, you can still use the scroll wheel, which is this little scroll wheel right here. and you can change it without touching, like a lot of the older tractors are designed. So if you are used to that, you can still do it that way. You can go to your hitch setting. It'll take you to hitch settings, and even though you're using the scroll wheel, you can still switch back and touch it. I haven't seen a computer setup this intuitive on a tractor that is so adaptable to whatever way you want to use it. It don't matter. You can do it that way, and you can switch back and forth. While you're in the field, you don't want to use the foot pedal sometimes. You don't want to keep your foot on the pedal. You don't have to. So all you do to change how you drive it, if you don't want to drive with the foot pedal, you change it with the mode button. That's the orange button right here. Once you hit it, that will change to hand stick mode, so you can control it with a hand stick. So say, for instance, we are in the low speed setting, as you can see, and we're going to rev up the RPMs here. And you can see the RPMs going up right there. Say we're gonna be at 1500. And first we got to take it out of gear. So we're in neutral. I'm going to let off the clutch, and we're not going to go anywhere because we are still technically in park, because I haven't indicated which direction I want to go. Remember, you can do it right here. So we are going to push in the clutch. You don't have to, but we are now indicated forward. Once I let off the clutch, it's going to go out of neutral, and it's going to be a number 1. And it's not going to go anywhere. In order to go somewhere, I'd have to press this forward just like I did. Now we're moving. And once I let off the lever, it's going to stay where I left the lever. So we're at 2.2. Remember, what is our top setting on mode 1? It's about 6. So I think I set it to 7. If you forgot where you set it at, just click it and it'll tell you. Yeah, it's 7 miles an hour. So that's where I set it. So as much as I push this stick forward, since we're in mode 1, or slow speed, it won't go over 7. It will max out right at 7 miles per hour. Like it just did. 7.5 might hover in there. And then if you wanted to push your cruise button, which we also set that at 6.4, the cruise button's right here. You just press it, and it's going to actually slow us down right now because it needs to get us to 6.4. But yeah, pretty sweet little setup. If you want to stop, you just pull back on the lever. She's going to come to stop pretty abruptly, and we're not even using any of the brakes. We're just using the transmission. Let go. It's going to go back to where we set it. So that's the transmission in a nutshell, how to operate it. If the crash course tutorial, there's a lot more settings that you could dive into on automation, speed. But right now, that's pretty a good overview of how that works. And with that, you could probably operate this tractor quite well. One other thing I want to highlight before we just hit the road, cruise back to the shop, and go back to the office. I just want to hit over this multifunction control lever. It is super cool. And I'm going to show you that right now. It was designed so well. Like, it feels so comfortable with my hand right here. We're going to turn the RPMs down. It was designed so well. Such a good feel. I wish it could be my mouse on my computer desk. I really do. It's that good of a feel. And you might ask, what's all on this thing, on the control lever? You got your up and down for your 3-point. You got your directional control, which I showed you how to use. This is your auto steer button, which this tractor can be used with Trimble, Topcon, even John Deere, and a variety of others. Open platform system. And it's got these buttons. These are your sequence management, so you can set up, kind of like on a John Deere iTech control, you can set up a sequence that you want to run at the end of a headland and whatnot. And then it's got these other buttons: F1, F2, F7, F8, F9, F10, and it's also got a trigger button right here. Those are 100% programmable buttons. So you can program what you want these buttons to do in the menu on CEBIS called F keys. So you could say, what do you want F1 to be? F1, F2, by the way, is this. So the previous, whoever set this up, it might come like this from the factory, wanted F1 and F2 to control shifting between 1, 2, and 3 speed range. That's what they did. No one set up F3, F4, F5. No one set up any of those. Someone set up F7, which is that guy right there, to be sequence 3. We're going to change that. I don't know why you'd want that. I don't want it. For instance, you can set it to be anything you want on here. We're just going to pick blue. We're going to pick brown or whatever. What do we pick? We picked green. We picked green. So F7 and F8, because they correspond, because you got F7 and F8, those are now controlling the green remote. It's just really customizable function control lever. I just wanted to highlight quick a minute on how to run the multifunction control lever and the awesome tools it provides. Anyways, I had to highlight that on that. And if you were going forward and you didn't want to run the lever up here, I do want to highlight one more thing. You can just push the tractor into neutral just by pushing that button. And we are in neutral. Enough of me talking. Let's head back to the shop. Kind of fun to drive this home tonight. Not gonna do it. So, past the Washington County test. I feel like they make a good road, and then they're like, oh crap, we forgot to put fiber optic in it. And so they cut it all up and slice it, dice it. I heard that's a good new road. Right now it looks like a downhill. Thanks for watching Tractor Therapy today. I hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed. We're going to have more content coming in on this Claas, pulling some heavy tillage, and some other Claas tractors pulling some tillage this spring. I hope you liked it. Enjoy, subscribe, like the video. See you next time.